I think it's great if you're trying to detox your body, but also keep in mind that you need to also detox your home. Yes, you can ditch and switch with doTERRA. Hi, my name is Nicole Mock. I am a doTERRA wellness advocate for 9 years. Welcome to my channel, Oily Friends and Family, Simple Abundant Life with Nick. I've been sharing holistic tips and protocols for 9 years for gut health, emotional wellness, and hormonal balance. If that's something you're looking for, or you feel like you tried everything else, or like me, you went to the doctor and they didn't know, you come to the right place. Hit that subscribe, like, and notification button so you don't miss these weekly videos. So yeah, let's talk about ditching and switching. You can start with the kitchen, you can start with the bathroom, you can start in the laundry. Just keep it simple and small. doTERRA has loads of options, either a bow line or on guard. I prefer the on guard line myself, just because it's been there the longest and it just comes through when I need it the most. Okay, so let's talk about laundry. Let's pick one, and we're talking about laundry. My favorite way to freshen up the towels, the sheets, the clothes, because you got to think about it, there's chemicals getting put on our clothes. We're drying with chemicals that's on our clothes. It's touching our skin 24/7, and it's anything our skin touches is going to absorb whatever is touching our skin. So lots of chemical compounds are on our skin that are synthetic or petroleum based, and we want to avoid those because those are what is keeping us feeling run down, not a lot of energy, cognitive, like brain fog, that sort of thing. So I switched to dryer balls. Now I get these on Amazon. You can wash them. You just throw them in one of these little net bags and you wash them and reuse them. My favorite way to use the dryer balls is I add my favorite essential oil around the house that I'm just not using, and I need to use it because it's just sitting there. I don't want it to collect dust. Right now I'm using geranium. It's my favorite oil I like to put in my tea, but right now I'm cutting back on drinking tea. I'm trying to drink more water, so I use a toothpick method and just add a little of geranium into my beverage. And I feel like a very Victorian because they used to put geranium in their tea. There is a 2006 study, fun fact, I forget which country did it, but they found when they studied geranium essential oil, if it's taken internally, which you can, it has a supplement fact, just check that on the bottle. You can take it internally, and it proved, or the study showed, that the villi, the little tiny fingers in the lining of our stomach, grew taller, longer, and so more nutrients were being absorbed in our bodies. And that's what we need when we talk about sleep. So that is what I've been using. The neighbors love it because it smells amazing. My skin is very happy. My family is happy that the sheets don't have toxic chemicals on them. Okay, August freebie is a 5 milliliter. If you place a 125 PV order on your rewards, you get a gift from doTERRA. If you have the rewards started, if you don't have it started, get it started, and you can get this 5 milliliter On Guard blend. I love, it's perfect time because school's coming back to school. Both kids are starting high school, so I will be diffusing it in the morning. It's got orange, cinnamon. It's going to uplift them, keep the feelings of overwhelm down, because they're starting, new classes, new faces, new BOs, that kind of thing. So I just want to set them up so they have a successful first day of school. Then sleep, let's get back to sleep. I have noticed my deep has increased about 10 minutes, so I'm keeping track of that. And my awake time is decreased, less than 10 minutes. So I'm gonna keep an eye on those things and tell you how it's going, but I'm very consistent of just shy of 7 hours of sleep. I'm trying to get to 7 to 8 with an hour and a half of deep sleep, or hour and a half to 2 hours of deep sleep. That's my goal, and I'm working towards it. One thing I've added to my nighttime routine before I go to bed is, because I work a night shift, I don't get home until pretty late at night, 8:45, 9 o'clock. So what I do is if I need a snack, I'll grab a little snack, something healthy, fruit, leftover dinner, something, and then I go for a walk with my husband. We do 30 minutes around the block, get some fresh air, talk about our days, and I have noticed I sleep way quicker than I did before. So get to yourselves a walk-in. I highly recommend it. Please stay tuned for next week. I have been following or watching conference of a curated group of doctors that have been focusing on the nervous system, specifically trauma and how it relates to the nervous system and how it can be stored in the nervous system and how we can get that released different ways. And a lot of it is holistic. A lot of practices I've already done. So yeah, I can't wait to share what I've learned. I have learned some new things, so I will be sharing that as well as the other things I've heard 100 times. I think you should hear it too, so that we can all hear it 100 times together. Yay. Okay, it's all about gut health. It also helps with all tied in with the hormones, trauma, whether that's childhood or just life in general. 'Cause I've been laid off 5 times, and that causes a lot of trauma in my life. So I've been feeling very overwhelmed the past couple of weeks. But that's why I go to the Twin Waves Wellness Center to help regulate my body and get it back to center. And of course, a stretch lab to help relieve the tension in my neck and shoulders, because I hold a lot of trauma tension here because of accidents and childhood trauma. So there's a lot being stored here that I'm trying to release. And recently it's been great. Everything's been looking great and feeling good, and I want to keep it that way, and I want you to have the same thing. So that's why I share what I share. Okay, love you guys. See you next week. Do subscribe so you don't miss, and hit that notification. I don't want you to miss what I've discovered and learned, because it might be helpful for you guys. Okay, love you. Bye. See you next time.